Hi everyone, welcome to Border Tanks with stewiejp. I'm Stewie, you're not, and either are any of these blokes. This is a Tier 8 Extravaganza. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 6 replays in today's video. And let me know, do you think this is a good idea, doing a few extravaganzas of? This isn't the first one I've done. I am looking at doing some changes to my channel. Next year, for the rest of 2017, I'll still continue to do one video a day. But this is one of the things I'm thinking about doing, making less videos per week and also making them a little bit longer with some more replays. There's 6 replays in today's video, all Tier 8s. Did I say Tier 6 before? No, I didn't. I hope I didn't. Anyway, this is my old mate Ravvi, not Ravvi 18, Ravvi the Aussie Seagul from 1AR clan. Ravvi, a hell of a nice guy. He's on his road to 3 marking the T32. At least that's what he said on there. You can see he's got 2 marks of excellence on that gun barrel. Now T32, before all these very popular, and look, some of these premium tanks are very, very good, but before all those sort of came into the game, the T32 was a staple at Tier 10 clan wars and skirmishes and general good times and platoons. Ravvi, the Aussie Seagul, he's got the 90mm gun on the T32, and I believe there are 2 options on the gun. I think the other one might be 100 or 110. 240 average damage, 170 penetration with standard rounds, 258 with APCR, which is premium ammunition. Is in a Tier 9 game, 4 Tier 9s on each team. And he's on the highway and he's gone to the town. Now, all 5 of these 6 games are reasonably quick, so don't think, oh geez, Stu, you're going to be talking for an hour. One of them, the next game goes for a little bit longer, but the rest are reasonably quick and action-paced as Ravvi just moves around looking to find himself a position where he can put some pain into these enemy tanks. The enemy mousekin, the little mouse, I'm told, that's what it means. And like I said to the bloke who told me, I reckon you'd know if one of them ran over your tail. The little mousekin is being spotted right up here. Very interesting position for a top tier heavy tank to be on highway. Let's see how he goes over there. I'd be feeling a bit nervous if it was me. Ravvi looking towards the M46KR. That's the premium Tier 8 American medium tank, the Korean pattern that came out a while ago now. It was on a bit of a... it was a mission to get one, and I was lucky enough to pick one up as Ravvi puts a shot into the M4A1 Revalorise, which will be the feature of the next replay in today's video. Puts another shot into the Korean pattern. He'll be regretting going there. Some interesting choices on the enemy team about where these tanks are going. That mousekin, you can't see his hit points because he's too far away, but that mousekin going where traditionally the medium tanks go. And that Korean pattern probably regretting joining the heavies in the town. But let's see. Let's see what happens there. The RU-251 ping for help against that Jag Tiger 8.8, but I don't think there's anyone who could really shoot him. He probably should be trying to help get rid of that mousekin as the T-34-3 goes down on Ravvi's team. He's looking for another shot into these tanks. The E-75's with him, so whenever it pops out, you could imagine the E-75 will probably put a shot into one of these tanks. Ravvi looking around, keeping his eye on everything here. He does get lit, puts a shot and bounces the... Was that the FCM? Anyway, sometimes you can bounce FCMs, I guess. I'm not sure, I don't have one. Maybe I'll buy one soon. 3-2 is the score. Ravvi's on 730 damage. Still on full health. 4-2 now. That mousekin's still alive, so maybe it wasn't such a bad choice going there. I won't be trying it, that's for sure. Next time I'm in a top tier heavy tank on highway. Gets tracked by the T-54. T-54 hasn't been spotted for a while. Not sure where he is. Possibly camping at the base with his team down 5-2. Ravvi the Aussie Seagull looking, gets tracked again by the T-54. There he is, just in front of Ravvi, so he wasn't camping. Apologies to the T-54 player. Waits for his tracks to fix themselves. He doesn't want to burn a repair kit. Shoots and gets rid of that building, hoping for another shot down these railway tracks. Possibly to pick up the kill on that Tier 9 Russian medium tank that's down to 277 hit points. He'll need a high roll if he's going to one-shot him. Spots the Revalorise. Doesn't need APCR rounds to penetrate the lightly armoured French medium tank, but it's already loaded, and he wants to confirm the kill, which he does. That's his first kill of the game. 1117 hit points of damage done. Sticking with the gold rounds for now. He wants to pick himself up a 3rd mark of excellence on this tank. Puts one into the FCM. And that's what he was hoping for with the APCR rounds. He was hoping for shots into the E75. You can see there, looking for tracking shot, looking to keep that FCM tracked. Again, Ravvi gets tracked, but his tracks eat the shell from the FCM as the E75 picks up the kill. 8-3 the score. Ravvi's on 1 kill, 2,031 damage. That E75 is just getting absolutely smashed, and you can see the great sight, the great armour of the T32 as his tracks eat another shot. Doesn't take any damage though. Ravvi's still on full health here and is just farming damage and assisted damage into the Tier 9 German heavy tank, the E75. 9-3 the score. He's up to 2,500 damage. He's blocked 1,000, 1,300 assisted. Doesn't block the Nameless, but he puts a beautiful shell into the Japanese premium Tier 8 heavy tanks. Other people are shooting him, and Ravvi wants a kill. Ravvi gets a kill. 10-3 is the score now. Nearly 3,000 damage done, 1,000 blocked, nearly 1,300 assisted damage. Gives the KV5 a bit of a push to help him get on his way. Of course, the KV5 certainly not known for its speed. The T32 though, the Tier 8 American, no slouch. He's doing over 30 kilometres an hour as he runs towards these tank destroyers. He wants to pick up the last of these campers. KV4 on the enemy team now lit right near the base, which is very, very interesting. Switches to standard rounds because there's not a great deal of armour left apart from that KV4. Ravvi clearly thinking about putting some damage into the mediums and the tank destroyers. That KV4 down to 476 hit points. Ravvi will be looking at this Conway. He doesn't want to cop a derp shell from the British Tier 9 tank destroyer, but he's going to put a few in. Of course, the 90mm gun on the T32 might not have the biggest alpha damage, but does have more damage per minute. So to make the most of that, he needs to keep that gun singing. As he bounces another 400 hit points from the Conway, and now he knows he's going to beat him on the reload. Puts another shot into him. Gets killed by the 112. 12-3 is the score now. Ravvi looking for another. That's why they call him the Seagull, folks. He got him for 53 hit points, which is enough for the kill. Looks like the pancake tank is just about given up. Ravvi will say, I'll take that one as well. That's 4 kills. Not going to get a top gun, but he certainly had a ripper on highway as we have a very quick look at the result. It went down 15-3. That happens sometimes, but Ravvi, the Aussie Seagull, finished up there with an Ace Tanker Mastery badge. Not just an Ace Tanker Mastery badge, but he also picked up the Bruiser medal. Fired up, 5 for effect. He did plenty of damage into these enemy tanks. He's on the 3 Mark of Excellence grind. That's what he's named this replay. 4,178 hit points of damage. More than double what anyone else did in that carry game. Even though it was a bit of a whitewash, he still kept that gun singing, and that's what you need to do with the 90mm gun on the T32. 15-23 base experience, 22 shots fired, 21 hits. I only missed 1 shot and only bounced 1 shot as well. 14-16 assisted damage, 1450 damage block. Didn't make many credits. I did mention it during the game. There was a bit of APCR spam there, but of course he would have been looking, with that APCR, he would have been looking at for the Nameless, the E75. The T54 can bounce shots as well sometimes, and that Korea pattern. And he would probably, I'm not sure if he noticed that the Mouskin had gone to the bad side of the map, the side that traditionally medium tanks go to, and maybe that's what he was thinking with that APCR. And he really wanted to ensure that those first shots into those enemy tanks went through, so he started with a really good game. Now let's move on to the second. There's 6 replays in today's video. This is the second one. This one does go for a little while. This is from my old mate panzerquack. Panzerquack from Calm Clan. He's in the M4A1 Revalorise tank. He's kicking back here. He's hoping to get a shot into that baby Batchat. Does get spotted. I didn't see 6 cents go off. Maybe the T54 lightweight was lit and Panzerquack wasn't, or maybe he just simply doesn't have 6 cents. Let's find out soon enough in this game. He's just looking for cheeky shots down there towards the Batchat 25T. The Batchat 25T, this is a Tier 10 game, don't forget. He's in the Tier 8 medium, the M4A1 Revalorise. Now the M4A1 Revalorise's got a 105mm gun, 390 alpha damage for 200 penetration with standard rounds. Is that what? What's that? Yeah, 200 penetration with standard rounds. So he puts a shot into the IS3 just for good measure. Premium, which is heat, 250. So an extra 50mm penetration. That's if he needs it. He might need some against the Jagdpanzer E100, maybe the VK. But standard rounds APCR didn't seem to have any trouble at all going through that IS-3. Now the IS-3 just picked up his first kill, Sorry, the Batchat picked up his first kill, getting rid of that IS-3. The T-25 pilot goes down. Look, you'd imagine maybe that Batchat's on the reload now. That's probably what panzerquack's thinking. He does get spotted that time. So clearly earlier, unless I missed it, clearly earlier, that T-54 lightweight was the one getting lit. Looks like the T-54 lightweight is going on a bit of a hero run. He's going straight into the bowl, wants to get vision on the Batchat 12T as well as a Batchat 25T. Of course, the 12T is the tier 8 light, the 25T is the tier 10 medium. That's with the autoloader. One of my favourite tier 10 mediums, the Batchat. It's absolutely wonderful. They're down by 2 tanks. He's picked up 395 damage. panzerquack from Calm Clan. He's clearly decided he needs to take on this fight from a different angle, so he's just moving into a different position by the looks of it. You can see the tanks, plenty of heavies, doing what heavy tanks do with the northwest flank of Al-Haloof. And Jagpanzer trying to snipe there. But T-54 lightweight goes down. I don't think he was going to last too long without much support in that bowl of death in the central part of Al-Haloof. They are down 3-zip. Let's see what panzerquack can do. Not sure if it's professional to drink coffee while I'm doing replays, but look, it's early, and I normally do record these videos in the morning. Runaway brave Sir Robert in the WZ-120 on the enemy team goes down. I didn't see him there, but he's probably pretty confident that he's already done his job. Now panzerquack taking a totally different angle on this bowl of death, trying to look to where the Batchat 12T was last spotted. That's exactly where he's aiming. Looking around there. There he is. He doesn't have a shot now, but now that 12T is lit, maybe he'll decide to back up. You're clearly having a bit of a go at the Low and the Centurion. That are both looking for snipey shots there. There you go. Shoots and sets on fire. The tier 10 auto-loading French medium tank. Does he burn all the way? He's no longer lit. Is he going to die? He's not. So it looks like the fire has been put out. panzerquack doing the right thing and pulling out of that engagement. He doesn't want to be getting shot by the 12T and the 25T, let alone doesn't want to get shot by one of them, let alone both of them. Auto aims on the Batchat, shoots and misses. He's up to 1648 damage. Now, while that Batchat was burning, it went unspotted, so the damage that he got from the fire won't really be shown up in his damage counter. But that shot into the Rheinmettal Borsig Waffenträger brings his damage up to at least over 2,000 hit points. You can see someone else shooting into that waffle, so that waffle will be a little bit nervous there. They're finally winning now, 6-5. They were down about 4-1, I reckon, or maybe 4-0 or 5-1 not too long ago. panzerquack from Calm keeping his gun aiming towards where WZ-120, the Batchat 25T, the Rheinmettal, and of course the 12T. Shoots and tracks the 25T. He'll be hoping for some assisted damage here. Looks like he didn't get spotted there, and maybe the Batchat's already used his repair kit. He's clearly not aiming panzerquack's way. He wants to get another shot into him. He does for 455 damage. Takes him down to a one-shot for anyone on his team. And the score is 6-6 as the Low goes down in that heavy battle. Looks like panzerquack, looks like his team has won the heavy battle in the northwest, and they're advancing on that T-32. panzerquack keeping his gun aimed towards that 12T, the Rheinmettal Borsig, the WZ-120, the Batchat 25T, and that IS-3 has not been seen for some time. Auto aims and misses. The 12T does get spotted though, so he moves around. The 121 picks up the kill on that tier 8 French auto-loading light tank. The score's 7-6. panzerquack's up to 2,500 damage in this tier 10 game. No tier 10s have been killed on the enemy team. Oh, I thought he was going to get the kill on that Batchat not too long ago, but he's just looking gingerly around this corner. Bit of map ping going on by the VK100-01P. He clearly doesn't want to do this push by himself. Not sure why the T10's staying. Well, he's only on 350 hit points. The VK's on 900. The T95's moving slowly, and the 121 is on 400 hit points. I think panzerquack in the chat there might have been talking about the connection connection. His ping's looking okay at 60 odd. You've got to be pretty happy with that. Jagdpanzer E100 gets spotted near the enemy base. The score on 7-6. Not sure what's happened to all those tanks that were in that bowl of death. The Rheinmettal, Bautista, Wolftron, the WZ, the IS3. The Batchat hasn't been seen for a long time, so he could be absolutely anywhere as panzerquack looks for some cheeky shots on those enemy heavies. The OHO in an interesting position for an OHO. He's just... I guess the T92 is probably not too angry that he's there, because he's sort of covering that flank, but the Batchat would definitely be out-visioning that Tier 8 Japanese heavy tank if the Batchat decided to stuff around down here in the southwest. (8-6) the score. They're up by 2 tanks, 2,500 damage done, 425 assisted damage. Now panzerquack might not have... some of that burning damage into the Batchat might not have been counted, because as soon as he was set on fire, he did disappear from view, and that's just what happens. He's just kicking back here, keeping his gun aimed towards that central southern part of the map. Looks like the OHO's coming back to play. Enemy team really probably won't be able to push that way. The Jagdpanzer aiming over there, where he's just sort of looked, thinking... I think he's thinking what I'm thinking. What's the Jagdpanther aiming at? He won't have shots... yeah, he certainly won't have shots into that Jag or the Emil that was last spotted near the enemy base. Anyway, let's see what he does. 8-6 is the score, 2,500 damage, a little bit of assisted. Takes a look towards that Emil. Decides there's too many rocks and stuff in his way. Now, from memory, that Rheinmettal Borsig Waffenträger, the Tier 8 German tank destroyer, was on pretty low health. Batchat certainly on low health. The 1-2-1 goes down. He's in a ripper of a game on 5 kills. I just get the impression he's really not getting too much support in that push towards the northeast. Jag, Panzer. Yeah, I don't know either what he's looking at, but panzerquack looking around there just misses the opportunity to put a shell into the side of the enemy Jag Panzer. If he backs up, he'll certainly get it though, so it looks like he's going to kick back here and hope that Jag backs up. 8-all the score as the VK100-01P gets taken out of the game. He was pinging the map like a madman not too long ago. 8-all, 2,500 damage done. He's going to have to do more though, because they were up by a few tanks. Now they're down. Now it's even again. 8 apiece. That looks like panzerquack from Calm Clan doesn't have too much faith in the OHO being able to carry this from over there, so he's going to try and move into a position where he can try and help his teammates. Finds a Rheinmettal Borsig Waffenträger, confirms his first kill. He does get spotted, so he just stays behind that little ridge line, clearly looking towards the Emil. You wouldn't imagine the Emil would be looking panzerquack's way. Yes, he is. Puts a shot into him and then moves. He's very lucky not to get shot from the auto-loading Swedish Tier 8 heavy tank. And that Jag not being so kind as to show his side. Panzerquack from Calm Clan certainly going to have to work to win this game. Thinks about putting a blind shot towards where the Emil was last seen. 11-10 though, they still are up by a tank. The OHO not doing a bad job back there. He did pick up the kill not so long ago. The Centurion gets rid of the IS-3, and now it looks like all the remaining tanks are back towards the enemy base. That Batchat clearly had relocated. VK decides to give the artillery some very obvious advice. Pings the artillery, pings the Batchat. Oh yeah, shoot. There was only 4 tanks left, and they're all in the same area, so I would imagine the T92 is aiming in that direction. The OHO's deciding to go across some open land here. I hope he doesn't lose his tank for doing that. I can see why he's doing it. He's doing it because he wants to get there reasonably quickly. But if he gets caught out in the open, then that Emil's just going to farm damage into the side of him. Let's be honest. There's the Emil. Probably being lit by the T95. The Jagdpanzer's decided to have a crack at the T95. Looks like the T95 might have put a shot into the Jagdpanzer. T95 goes down to the Jagdpanzer. Not a bad trade from the Jagdpanzer's point of view. He lost 700 and he picked up a kill. Panzerquack in the central part of El Haloof looking for shots on the Emil. That Jagdpanzer does have a bit of health left. I think about 1200 from memory. The Emil, I think he's on about 4, maybe 500 health. The Batchat is on low. We know he's on low health. Maybe 1 or 2 shots for panzerquack. And I think panzerquack at the moment is thinking he might have to do this all by himself. So he's going up here towards the central eastern part of the map, maybe to try and get up around here, keep vision on these bad boys, and try and hope that artillery can land a few shots. The Batchat gets spotted on 60 health, so anyone can shoot him. That's not many can afford to take too many hits though. So panzerquack says, don't worry about taking hits. I'll pick up the kill. Gets rid of a tier 10 tank. That's a first tier 10 on the enemy team that's been killed. He says damn. I'm not sure why he says damn in the chat. Who knows? Now with, I would imagine the M4A1 Revalorise will have some vision advantage here. I doubt the Emil would have a better view range than panzerquack in his M4A1 Revalorise. He gives Artie some good advice. Focus on the Emil first. Get rid of that Emil. Get rid of the autoloader, and then we can maybe with the Centurion they can try and flank and get behind that big gun on the Jagdpanzer E100. The Oho pings that part of the map because that's where he knows that's where his the artillery shot came from. Artillery shoots and does get panzerquack for 448 hit points. His crew's stunned. Now, of course, with the changes in artillery, that artillery will be reloaded before we know it. 1311 as artillery gets rid of the Object 261. The T92 picks up his second kill. 1311, 2 tanks remaining at the auto-loading Swedish Tier 8 heavy tank, the Emil 1, and of course that Jagdpanzer E100, who's also having a good game. He's on 4 kills. Panzerquack's on 2, 3,308 hit points of damage. Panzerquack asking the artillery to focus on that Emil on 400 odd health. 210 now. Looks like the Centurion put a shot into him. Panzerquack saying, hold my beer, I got this. Does cop a shot for a 345, but he picks up his 3rd kill. Looks like who's the Jagdpanzer going to go for? They're in a good position here where they can get the Jagdpanzer at more than one angle. He needs to take his time. Shoots him. Doesn't scratch him. Does get lit. Loads some premium ammunition as the 1 minute siren goes off. Looks like artillery just took him. Picked up 207 hit points. 3,500 damage done. 1142 assisted damage. You'd imagine the Jag would be aiming towards the Oho on 200 odd hit points. And panzerquack coming around to try and flank that big lumbering tank destroyer. And he's caught him off guard here. Picks up his 4th kill. Carries the game with 30 seconds left on the clock. Well and truly fucking well done, panzerquack from Calm Clan. He picked himself up an Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in that battle on El Haluf, as well as the Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. He also picked up a swag of other medals. The Bruiser Medal, Fired Up, Duelist, Fire for Effect, and the the one where you got to kill 2 tanks that are of higher tier. He certainly did that with his 4 kills. Nearly 4,000 damage, 2nd highest in damage. His old mate Can in the 121, who he was talking to during that replay, did nearly 4,000, and so did panzerquack from Calm Clan. 16 shots fired, 12 hit, 10 went through, 3,888 damage, 1142 assisted damage. Bearing in mind he's a tier 8 and the 121's a tier 10. That's why panzerquack topped that score charts. Made some good coin there, 55 and a bit thousand credits with a standard account in that game that nearly ran out of time on El Haluf. A very well deserved Ace Tanker Mastery Badge in the French Premium Tier 8 medium tank, the M4A1 Revalorise, as we move on to battle number 3. There's 6 battles in today's video. This is my old mate Wolftron from EGP Clan. EGP have been a great supporter of this channel for a long time, and I do appreciate it. Wolftron in the Premium Chinese Tank Destroyer, the WZ-120 1FT. In the game it says 1FT, in the replays it says 1GFT, but anyway, it's not a bad tank at all. Is lucky enough to be top tier. Well, it's an all tier 8 game on Serene Coast, and he's going over towards the northwest where all the action seems to happen. He wants to make sure his team well and truly win this western flank, and generally I think this is where the game's won on this map. He's not slowing down. The T-34-3 he wants to snipe a little bit. He's like, nah, hold my beer, I've got this. He's got Chinese food running as a premium consumable, which you see a lot of good players do. It's got a 122mm gun, 440 alpha damage, and unfortunately the first shot does not land. The Primo Victoria coming to help. 440 alpha for 248 pen, 310 with the heat rounds. Should he need them? He's platooned up with his old mate I Decode, and it certainly is World of Premium tanks in this game. Have a look at the lineup. From the top, T34, WZ111, M4A1 Revalorise, Primo Victoria, 2 T34-3s, 2 Super Pershings, the Jag Tiger 8.8, Scorpion G, and Wolftron. So 11 out of the 15 tanks in Wolftron's team are premium tanks. Clearly, people grinding a few credits. Looks like he's having some ping issues. It's the ping jumping up to near 200. I'm not sure what Wolftron's ping normally is. Puts a beautiful shot into the enemy T34-3. They're down by a tank. He's already done 926 damage. This is one of the Super Pershings. Yep, it's the guy that just got killed, Ubuntu. Ubuntu was a game I used to play as a kid. Anyway, Ubuntu, call everyone noobs. It's just, I just find it ugly when, as soon as someone dies, especially early, they call everyone else noobs. As if, unless he was team killed, I very much doubt that he was. Anyway, the auto aims, don't shoot yet. The T34 has got this. Puts a shot into the side of the T34-3. That's the premium Chinese medium tank. The Tiger 2 picks up the kill. It's getting messy this game. 3-1's the score. He loses his driver. Continues to aim at the Extravaganza S1. Takes him down to half health. Looks like the T34 might have put a shot into him as well. He'll be hoping he doesn't shoot. He doesn't. Wolftron picks up his second kill. 2,134 damage, 780 damage blocked. 4-2. He's down to 746. So he can probably afford to take a hit, but he doesn't want to, because he is in a tank destroyer without a turret, so he needs to be a little bit careful. Aims towards the WZ132 and picks up his third kill. 5-2 is the score. They're having a good push in the west. It looks like they're doing okay in the east, despite the claims from the dead guy that they're all a pack of noobs. They're winning this 5-2. The T34 picks up another kill, getting rid of the Patriot tank. Look at the enemy team. 112, AMX CDC, T25 Pilot, Super Pershing, Jag, 2 Scorpions, Patriot, the FV4202, 2 T34-3s, and a Extravaganza. That's 12 out of their 15 tanks that are premium tanks. It certainly can be World of Premium tanks when you get an all tier 8 battle. But that's what you got to do, I guess. You got to grind these credits out. 6-2 the score, 7,354 damage done, 780 blocked, and I reckon he's just getting warmed up. I Decode not stuffing around either. He was going in with his platoon mate. Wolftron saying, hold my beer, I've got this. We want to continue to smash these enemy tanks. Clearly focusing on that Scorpion G. Wants to get rid of that German gun. Takes him for 423. Was that 423? Was that? No, that was a normal round. Goes for the high explosive round for the kill. Probably didn't really need to, but who cares? 9-3 is the score. High explosive rounds are generally fun when it works. He's on 4 kills, 3,000 damage, 780 blocked, a little bit of assisted. There's the Jag Tiger 8.8. He's going to risk getting shot by the premium German tier 8 tank destroyer. He's not slowing down, Wolftron. He's going full ham. Bounces shots from the T25 Pilot and the Jag Tiger 8.8. Brings his damage blocked up to over 1,000. His platoon mate puts a shot into the Jag Tiger 8.8. Looks like the Jag Tiger 8.8 is trying to run away. Wolftron is having none of that. There's still 5 enemy tanks left, and he's on 4 kills. He's certainly a chance at a top gun. Let's see how he goes. The Jag Tiger 8.8 puts a shell into Wolftron, and Wolftron says, thank you very much. Kill number 5 on Serene Coast. He's not turning around to go for that CDC. And let's have a look. Why would ya? He's only on 230 hit points. By the time he does a U-turn, he gets back to the premium French tank destroyer. It's going to be all over. You'd imagine the Primo Victoria would have that one covered. Puts one shot into the KV4, puts in another one to confirm the top gun. 13-5, you've got to be happy with that. 13-5, 4,400 damage done, 1,000 blocked, a little bit of assisted. Is he going to get another shot or two in? There's still plenty of hit points there. It looks like one of those tanks looks like the Super Persian, still on 1100 hit points, and so's the 112 on just under 1100 hit points. So still 2000 hit points up for grabs. Unfortunately, bounces that shot into the side of the turret on the Super Pershing. The Super Pershing is known for its armour, but not at the side of the turret, but that's RNG for you, I guess. 13-5 is the score. He's careful not to shoot his teammate. Fixes his gun because that was a shot from the Super Pershing. This time he aims for the lower plate, doesn't get it. Wiggles his mouse. Sometimes that helps, or if it doesn't help, it'll certainly make you feel better. And in the end, he picks up his 7th kill, 15-5 on Serene Coast. Thank you very much. Unlucky not to get 5,000 damage in that game, in my opinion, but a very, very good, comprehensive Ace Tanker Mastery Badge from the old mate Wolftron from EGP Clan. Not only an Ace Tanker, but also the Bruiser Medal, Duelist, fired up. Start again. Not only the Ace Tanker, but also the Bruiser, Duelist, Fighter, Shellproof for all that bounce damage, High Caliber for doing the most, Top Gun for getting those 7 kills, 4,574 damage. As I said, unlucky not to get over 5k, but it's still an ace. It's still 7 kills. It's still 1,565 base experience. 21 shots fired, 18 hit, 14 went through, 1,500 damage blocked. That's why I got the Shellproof medal. And look at those credits, 97,500 credits. That's with a premium account in that game that went for less than 7 minutes. That's a good way to get those credits to start buying those tier 10 tanks, or whatever tank you're going for. As we move into battle number 5 in this extravaganza of medium tanks, extravaganza of tier 8s. This is the old mate Ravvi, the Aussie Seagul, yet again. Ravvi in the Object 416. Now the Object 416, I think it's getting some changes. I think this line might be getting some changes very, very soon. Not sure exactly what those changes are. Now Ravvi in this game's playing on the Australian server. You can tell that by his ping. His ping down around about 20. And for a lot of Aussies, I'm sure Ravvi included, it certainly is a blessing not to have to put up with some of the lag issues that a lot of Aussies get, I guess, when they're connecting to Singapore. But anyway, Ravvi the Aussie Seagull is the Object 416. That's the panhandle tank. It looks like a frying pan. A lot of people say it looks like a frying pan. It also looks a lot like the STG Guard, which is a tank that I've picked up a while ago. I'm not having the best luck with it, but just still trying to work out how to play it well. It certainly is a fun tank with a good gun. Now this one's got a 100mm gun, 320 damage, 201 penetration with standard rounds, 330 with heat rounds, which are premium. It's also got a few HE rounds just in case he needs them. HE rounds will get him 420 damage for obviously a lot less penetration, 50. Looking towards that corner, it isn't too bad for side scraping the Object 416. It has got a pretty bouncy turret. You wouldn't go full YOLO into an enemy team with this turret, but you can bounce shots from the front and also from the turret. And with the turret being at the back, it does make it a pretty good side scraper, even though it's a medium tank. Anyway, Ravvi not having much luck just there, none of the enemy team being silly enough to poke around that corner, so it looks like he's going to go looking for some more opportunities. He spots the AT-15. He does want the AT-15 to shoot him, especially in the side. He'd probably know about it if the tier 8 British tank destroyer did that. 0-all is the score on Ensk. It's a funny map, Ensk, isn't it? I think it's about the smallest map that higher tier tanks play. Am I right? Got to drink this coffee before it goes cold. Ravvi looking towards the Tiger 1. He won't be happy. I know. I know what he'd say. I often in team speak with Ravvi, and just like me, when a shot doesn't go through that you think it should go through, it's going to go. What the hell was that? That one goes through. Blocks a shot from the Tiger 1. That's what I'm talking about with the. It's got decent armour for a medium tank. Unlucky not to get a side shot into that Saint Emile. Towards Tiger again. Of course, it is Russian, so it's not going to be the most accurate gun in the world, especially at range. Pulls. Oh, look, that's what you want. That's what you want. Puts a shot into the AT-15. Got to keep that gun singing. The Object 416. It does have a very good gun. The Object, the 1815 clearly looking elsewhere. So Ravvi doesn't just damage him, he tracks him as well. He looks like he's going for another tracking shot, and he gets it. Takes him for 332 more hit points. Damage ammo rack from the Type 62. Well, the Type 62, even at tier 7 as a light tank, it does have a pretty, I think it's got a pretty high pen gun. Bounces the Tiger 1 again. He wants to get this kill. There it is. That's his first kill of the game. He's blocked 480. He's done nearly 2,000. The Tiger 1 and the Type 2 is bouncing him quite well now as he gets rid of the tier 7 German heavy tank and gets up his second kill. 2,200 damage done. 900 blocked, and it's time to move forward. So he keeps going forward straight up the platform on Ensk. And looking for more opportunities into these tanks. There's that Type 62. Good choice there. Chip away at the Type 62. That's a guy who can probably more reliably penetrate you. And another shot is kill number 3 on Ensk for Ravvi. 6-3 is the score. Still plenty of opportunities there. He'll be looking for another kill shot. He gets it with the Tiger 2. That's 4 kills for Ravvi. You can see they're doing quite well in the west now. East isn't looking too bad either. The A44 and the Primo Victoria trying to get rid of that. And an IS-2 over there with the Centurion. I guess you never get surprised, do you, when you see things like that? A little bit like that Mouskin on in Ravvi's other game. Doesn't penetrate the KV4, but it looks like the KV4 is distracted, so Ravvi gets around him. Just gets a cheeky shot into the T69. A couple of his friendly tanks have gone down here, but Ravvi's up to nearly 3,300 damage. He's trying to stay on the KV4 side because he wants to just keep these shells going through. The IS-3 picks up the kill on the KV4. Ravvi's thinking, I'm sure there was something else around here just a minute ago, but a number of tanks just got cleaned up as he puts a cheeky shot into the KV3 on his way to look for these artilleries. There's one of them. Artillery shoots Ravvi, damages the gunner and the commander. I think he's done the right thing there. Maybe he wasn't too sure that they were both damaged, but yeah, you probably want the gunner to be shooting at this stage of the game rather than trying to outvision opponents. Wiggles his mouse just like Wolftron did a minute ago. I think he tried to shoot that S51 3 times, and look, I reckon one of them would have hit him. He's on 5 kills. He's looking for a top gun. Primo Victoria has got the IS-2 covered. Ravvi didn't realise that there was a train carriage there, I guess. 14-5's the score. He's on 5 kills. I don't think a top gun is looking too likely, or maybe it is. Enemy artillery kills the M12, and of course that artillery, I don't know what the enemy artillery was doing there. Ravvi clearly hoping for the top gun. He's not going to slow down now. He's going to head straight for that French one. You'd think he might. He's got a high explosive loaded, so if he pens, he'll get the one-shot kill. I don't fancy him here. I reckon he might get there first. The Lorraine 155 is clearly doing it. Will this do it? Yes, it will for the top gun. Well done. Ravvi, the Aussie Seagull. You can see the Lorraine 15550 put a shot into that tank as well. And he did comment in the chat, I thought it was my commander that was dead, not my gunner. Well, unfortunately, it was both. That enemy artillery certainly having a pretty lucky shot there, in my opinion. An ace tanker from the old mate Ravvi, the Aussie Seagull, the Bruiser Medal, Duelist, Fire for Effect, High Caliber, Top Gun. Look at that, did plenty in that game. 4,256 damage, 6 kills for his Top Gun, 1,308 base experience. More than double what most of them did, apart from the IS-3 and the UDES. The IS-3, that's Monash from BAM Clan. He's clearly loving the Aussie server as well. Lost a few credits though. I think must have been premium ammunition fired at some stage. 6.5 minutes, 24 shots fired, 18 hits, 16 went through, 4,256 damage, 900 damage blocked. I thought he'd get more than that because early on in that replay he was certainly blocking damage like no tomorrow when he was sort of side scraping and playing around near the railway line. Certainly a very, very good game. As we move on to the second last, the penultimate battle in this Tier 8 Extravaganza. This is my old mate Thadeous from 1AR Clan, and have a look at the camo on the VK100-01P. That's a Clan Wars camo, I think, from memory. It just I don't know. It just looks funny. Is it me? It just looks. It just doesn't look like it suits the tank. It looks like a cartoon tank. I don't know. But anyway, Thadeous from 1AR is a hell of a nice guy. Even though he paints his tanks weird and wonderful colours. Clearly, this is a tank that he's decided he wants to keep. Because he's put one of his, I think that was a Clan Wars Reward digital camo. Or maybe it was one of, I think there's been some mini missions. There's been a lot of mini missions lately on the Australian server, which give you things like camouflage and emblems and all that kind of stuff. Is really enjoying the VK100-01P. I did as well. Well, it's the one on the way to the mouse, and when the mouse was sort of reinvented not so long ago, and it was given a buff in one of the patches, I ground the mouse out myself. I can't say I ever painted the tank this colour, but Thadeous has. It's got a 128mm gun, 440 damage, 220 pen is standard, bounces a shot from the T29, 260 pen with APCR. Doesn't bounce the IS3, but he easily bounces the KV85 and Ravvi. Thadeous is like, no worries, I'll get this. Hold my beer. Moving down towards this bridge, simply because he wants to shoot the Tiger, but also he wants to make it as hard as possible for enemy artillery to land shots on him. Looks like the KV85 is already resorting to high explosive rounds. He bounces the Skoda and the IS3. Blocked 640 damage. Puts another shell into the Tiger 2. Good choice. The Tiger 2 is probably one of the tanks that's most likely to hurt him if he starts shooting at him. As well as the IS3. Bounces the IS3 again for 390 hit points. This is one reason you do see a few of these tanks in Clan Wars replays, especially if you're looking and subscribing to this channel at Get On Board Studios. 2-1, he's already done 1,000 damage, he's already blocked 1280, puts a shot into the KV85. That KV85, if I was him, I'd be leaving, I'd be just getting out of there. But looks like Thadeous has got him tracked because he's picking up some assisted damage. Now he looks towards that IS3. The IS3 is probably the only danger tank here. The T29 might penetrate him, but the IS3, that's the one he wants to get rid of. He's nervous about poking because he's probably thinking 3 Arties. Arties will certainly slow him down in a tank that's already pretty slow. Looks like the IS2 went out there and put a shot in. Thadeous does the same, puts a shell into the IS3. They're winning 4-1. He's up to nearly 2,000 damage. 1280 blocked, 435 assisted damage on Paris. Continuing to roll forward. There you go. There's an easy shot into the bottom of the T29. You can't help feel sorry for the T29 player, but Thadeous certainly doesn't. He's saying, no, I've got this. I'm on the way from misery to happiness. He's just smashing it. 5-2. Artillery shoots and misses, and I know Thadeous will be happy about that. There's another shot into that IS3. Doing the right thing, focusing on the danger tech. That Tiger 1 will not have too much luck penetrating Thadeous in the VK100-01P. Now that IS3 didn't pull back quite enough, and he got shot in the lower plate and killed by the Black Prince. 6-3 the score now. Thadeous has taken that Skoda down to a one shot, down to 13 hit points. The Tiger at tier 7, certainly going to feel that. Crusader damages his gun. Let's see if he fixes it. He's just going to continue to rock back here and soak up some block damage. His crew does get stunned. Didn't realise his crew was stunning. I'm sure they're good looking. I'm not sure they're stunning. Look at all those arty shells. That can't be just Thadeous. That can't just be the enemies. Fires clutch, doesn't quite land it on the Pershing. Bounces the return shot though. Now that he's down to 254 hit points, a lot of that to do with Samadi clearly focusing on him. He's probably better off just sitting under this bridge for a while. He has fixed his gun. Bounces the Pershing. He won't be too happy about that. Just kicking back under here. Thinks he's pretty safe from artillery. He's been able to bounce this Pershing for quite some time. Now the Pershing's tracked. He's got a nice shot into the front wheel sprocket. And that's his first kill of the game. 4,045 damage, nearly 3,000 damage blocked. That sounds like a mission. He's certainly not on that mission right now. He wants to get some revenge shots into these enemy artillery players. That's exactly what I'd be hoping for. Artie shoots towards him again. Doesn't damage him, but he does stun the crew. Your crew is stunning, Thadeous. I don't know. Maybe it's not so early now and I'm starting to wake up. in the message he sent me about the replay, he says this VK100A1P, this is not overpowered at all. All he's done is just roll into the enemies, bounced 3,000 hit points. He's done 4,000. Bit of map ping going on there. That's probably where the artilleries are. So you wouldn't think in this big, slow, lumbering, big German hunker metal that Thadeous in the VK100A1P is going to be able to catch up. Looks like the enemy M44 killed the M4A3E2, whatever the hell that is. That's a tier 6 medium tank, is it? Just checking. Yes, it is. Might even be a premium. 2 artilleries are now spotted. There goes one of them, the M44. I don't think the Hummel is going to last too much longer. Thadeous has seen his opportunity, but it was a bit of a tight shot into the tier 7 Swedish tank destroyer, and here we go. This is one of those cheeky arties that was aiming Thadeous's way. There's his second kill. Gets rid of the tier 7 Swedish tank destroyer, and that just leaves cheeky little Hummel, who got killed in the end by friendly artillery. 15-6, 2 kills, 4,423 damage, 3,220 damage blocked. Well done, the old mate Thadeous from 1AR clan. One of the nicest blokes to have ever played this game. He'll be loving the Aussie server if I know him well enough. I reckon I do. Only a first class for that one. I reckon if he wasn't top tier, that would have been an ace tanker. Hand of God medal, fire for effect, shell proof, Confederate, steel wall, high caliber, Confederate for shooting more tanks than anyone else, steel wall for getting at least 11 hits and still surviving. Of course, he blocked a hell of a lot. 4,423 damage, more than double what anyone else did. Black Prince had a good game, 2,000 at tier 7, isn't too shabby at all. Not many really, apart from the IS-3, not really many on the enemy team did much. 14 shots fired, 11 hit, 10 went through. I reckon maybe 1 or 2 more damaging shots might have been an ace. Maybe 2 more kills might have been an ace. But if he was low tier, I reckon that certainly would have been an ace. 4,423. Of course, you get a bonus when you're low tier as far as experience goes and for ace tankers. But that was my old mate Thadeous on Paris, absolutely smashing it in the VK100A1P. The tier 8 heavy German tank. We move on to the 6th and final replay in today's video. This is Rheinmettal from Calm Clan. He'll know panzerquack. I reckon Rheinmettal from Calm Clan in the T44-100R. T44-100R is a tier 8 Russian premium medium tank, and it's got those side skirt things on it. I can't really see them. Yeah, it looks a bit better now like that. I don't think they provide any extra armour, but they certainly look pretty cool. They remind me of some of the vehicles. If you watch The Walking Dead, the vehicles they drive around in with those, got that corrugated iron on the side of their vehicles on The Walking Dead, if you're a Walking Dead fan. Anyway, here he is. He's on Stalingrad. He misses his first shot, so that's why I hit it by pushing that tab key. He's on Stalingrad. It's a tier 9 game, just 5 tier 9s on each time. The rest are all tier 8s. He's getting ready to absolutely belt his opponents. Let's have a look. The T44-100R, 100mm gun, 250 damage, 190 pen. 247 pen with APCR rounds, which is premium ammunition on this tank. It did get spotted. Nobody shot him though, which you'll be pretty happy about in a medium tank. Rolling forward, 5 tier 9s. Plenty of armour on the enemy side as far as tier 9s go. The T10, the Type 4, the Conway, not the Conway, the T95, all pretty heavily armoured tanks, and obviously top tier. But some armour on Rheinmettal's team as well, with the Conqueror, the Type 4, and the Jag. But anyway, puts a shot into the AMX CDC, no armour whatsoever, penetrates that one easily, shoots again, doesn't quite land it. They're winning 1-0, a massive battle happening in the west, and I reckon Rheinmettal's worked out well. I think we need to win this little fight, and they should. It looks like it's about 5 tanks versus 2 down here, and there goes one of them, the premium Swedish tank destroyer, the Extravaganza S1. 2 zips to score. He's running forward, trying to get some side shots into these enemy tanks that are pushing on his teammates. They're winning 3-0. They've comprehensively won the East, and even though it's Russian, it's not the slowest tank in the world, but it certainly does have one of those Russian guns that isn't the most accurate gun in the world. Now this tank was available as a rental a while ago. I'm not sure if that's what the R stands for, because there were two versions. There's the T44-100 and the T44-100R. Maybe the difference was camouflage or something like that, which is what Webcam sometimes do. 4-1's the score. He's up to 733 damage done. Trying to flank these enemy tanks. Because if these tanks push through these two tank destroyers and a medium, then they're going to win that fight. So Rheinmettal doing well. Doing what mediums do really well, and trying to flank these tanks. Get these enemy tanks to not focus on these and maybe focus down here and flank and win for his team. 4-3's the score, 990 damage done. Copped a damaging shot there from the CDC, but that CDC's gone now. Gone down to the Skoda T50, the auto-loading Tier 9 Czech medium tank. 5-4 the score, it keeps rolling forward. Rheinmettal from Calm Clan. Looking around at the Primo Victoria, shoots him, tries to keep him tracked. I think he might have. 5-all though, these friendly tanks are going down, so they need to work together. He picks up his first kill, brings his damage count up to 1435. Running through this little gap, a little bit of forward driving happening here with the Patriot. Ooh, that sounded big. Whatever just shot the Patriot. He's moving around here, trying to flank the IS-3 and the Scorpion G by the looks of it. The Scorpion G is all alone. Hopefully not aiming towards Rheinmettal from Calm Clan. Puts one shell into the Scorpion G. Now the gun on the Scorpion G looks like he might be aiming towards the T44-100. Peeks around, takes him down to 252 hit points. You'd think the T34-3 would have this. Nope. Rheinmettal says, hold my beer, I got this. 2 kills, 2,210 damage. Moving back into where all the action's happening here on Stalingrad. They're only up by 1 tank. Scorpion G's capping. And look, he looks like he might be on pretty low health, so why wouldn't he? Now that M43 is clearly aiming his way. Puts one shot into him. Doesn't bait the shot, so he might be reloading. So you just got to go for it in this kind of situation, don't you? Bits up his 3rd kill, gets rid of the Tier 8 artillery. Maybe he just decided to park behind that house and run away. Type 4 heavy though. Type 4 heavy can certainly hurt when it hits you, and that's what Rheinmettal has just discovered. He is on 3 kills, 2,610 damage. Puts a shot into the T54E1. He'll be hoping he's reloaded, but it doesn't matter because reloading, I should say, not reloaded. But the Conqueror gets rid of the auto-loading Tier 9 American medium tank. Here comes a defender, clearly looking at the 112. He doesn't have a shot where he is. He's going to have to try a different angle. On the premium tank, 2 premium tanks trying to take each other out here. Rheinmettal says, I'll help you. Puts a shot into the side of the defender. Looks like the defender just shot. I can't see the 112 shooting, but it doesn't matter because Rheinmettal from Calm Clan's picked up his 4th kill, carrying the shit out of it with over 3,000 damage. And it looks like the revenge shot into the Type 4 Heavy is on the cards. Just heard a massive boom. That would have been that Type 4 Heavy. There's no other boom tanks left on the enemy, on the friendly team. And here he goes. He's going for the kill shot. One more will do. 5 kills to Rheinmettal from Calm Clan. He's had an absolute ripper on Stalingrad, even though he wasn't top tier. In the T44-100R, that's the rental. Well, is it the rental? No, it's not. It's a premium Russian Tier 8 medium tank. Ace Tanker Mastery Badge. Your beauty. Bruiser medal. Duelist. Fighter. Fire for effect. No massive medals over here, but he certainly did his job. Topped the score in damage, even though he was low tier. Well, not low tier. 1 tier down. 5 tier 9s, 10 tier 8s. 3,885. 5 kills. 1,390 base experience. Made 7,000 credits with a standard account. Would have been nearly 45 with a premium account. That's the difference. I'm not trying to sell premium accounts, but that's one reason I maintain it, because my bad gameplay, you don't really see credit sometimes. 6 minutes, 20 shots fired, 17 hit. They all did damage. 3,885. Your beauty, Ace Tanker. Victory on Stalingrad. Thank you very much. So there you have it, an extravaganza featuring some Tier 8 tanks. Let me know what you think in the comments. Is this a good idea or a bad idea? Would you prefer shorter videos or longer? I certainly, next year, I certainly won't be doing a video every day. Or who knows? We'll see what happens. But I'm trying to do a few different things with the channel. The T32 featuring Ravvi, the M4A1 Revalorise, the WZ121G FT with Wolftron, the Object 416, VK100A1P with my old mate Thadeous, and Rheinmettal in the 44-100. Panzerquack in the Revalorise as well. There you have it. The Tier 8 Extravaganza. Standard tanks, premium tanks, heavies, tank destroyers, mediums. Wow. There you go. It's an extravaganza with Tier 8. Thank you very much for the replays, lads. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and see you all next time.